where we are going in this space of social media. Are you just gaining followers, or are you gaining an audience that you can own? This article here is called Patreon CEO Jack Conte on why creators can't depend on platforms. He had a great comment. Let me see if I can cue this up.
On those mass media companies, on those sites that are destinations, those are not solid platforms on which I can build a business as a creator. With one change, they can cut my traffic in half, and do. I mean, often cut my traffic in half. And I'm left as a creator with suddenly half the views, half the ad revenue, and none of the control. And now I've actually lost touch with half of my audience. Now, when we make a post on Facebook, we get a little pop up that says, congratulations, you've reached 1.3% of your audience. Would you like to reach 1.8% of your audience? Pay $200. I have not been building a fan base on Facebook. I've been building Facebook's user base.
So I agree, but no. Why is the head of Patreon putting this out now? Everybody's coming after everybody else's market share. And I think that's why Patreon is saying, look, it's great that Facebook wants to do this. It's great that Twitter wants to do, these things. It's great that all these other platforms are now diving into to supporting creator.
Yep.
But Patreon is saying, we've been doing that from the get-go. And we also take less cut than the average. And if we build our followers on that rented land, and that rented land can be taken away at any time, it's a hard place to be when you put a lot of time and effort into creating that original content, giving of yourself, and all to have the rug pulled out from under you. So ownership is so important, and it's a hard thing to kind of get your head around if you haven't considered it before. But consider ownership in all of the stuff that you do.
As you're looking into the future of social media marketing, this is what you really need to be aware of. This creator economy, as we're calling it now, is just going to build bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, because lots of people now realize I can make money doing this. I can make a living doing this. If you are building something, you want to make sure that you have access to that audience at all times, because the monetization really comes from the people, not necessarily the platform is the channel. But the real money is in the people. If you don't have access to your people, you got access to what? Air and opportunity.
We talk about owning an audience. I mean, the audience is in control because they can shift where they want to consume content and shift whether they want to consume it from you or not, and whether they want to fund you or not. But you have to be mindful of the fact that if you're, again, on rented land that you don't control, it could be taken away tomorrow.